we got a little bit of news here. So, let's check it out. Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today I'll be covering Deadside 2023 roadmap. Apparently they posted this yesterday, so I'll be going through this. Most of you guys probably have seen this, but if you haven't, let's go through this together. So they released a roadmap here, which can be seen in this picture. This is pretty much what I think anyway, is what they would like to release this year. I don't think a lot of this will make it to the game, at least not this year. Probably new weapons. We already got the announcement for that. Smoke grenades, inflatable boats, fishing, and new weapons. I think all of these will come to the game. Expanding boats and functionality, they also talked about this. So with the next update, which is 0.6.0, we should get a storage compartment and vehicle lock to lock the boat, so no one can actually steal those from us. But the rest here are new animals, tutorials apparently, expanding bases functionality, prone position, new big city, old weapon redesigns, and apparently new missions. Right, basing this off of the pictures that I have, new animals, that would be sweet. More fauna to have, the better. So we can hunt for even more food than we have right now. Tutorials, I'm not sure how this will look like. This will have to be a whole new UI, most likely. I'm guessing this is made to help newer players or players that don't have a lot of experience in survival games, to help them find their bearing, I guess. Expanding bases functionality. This is long overdue. Not sure how they're gonna do it. I guess we have some notes down below, so we'll go through that. Prone position. That was asked a lot through their feedback system. Not sure how this is gonna be implemented. Not sure how many people are gonna like this, but regardless of that, I mean, I've seen a lot of, I'm seeing some backlash from some players that they do not like prone position and that it's not necessary. So it's pretty much, as of right now anyway, 50-50. New big city, this was teased by Loaf himself. This can be seen in the game right now if you have your own private server. You can pretty much see the big city and it looks that way. I'm not gonna show it here, but if you want to check it out, you can check it on, I think it was on one of his streams towards the end. I'll link his Twitch in the description down below, so you'll be able to check it out. We got old weapon redesign. This is a VSD, obviously. If this is how the new one will look, this will be cool. And some new missions down here. So apparently they have a lot to talk about here, so they want to break it into a couple of different sections. They are not ordered by their appearance in the game. They are organized to make everything easier to understand. So it's not ordered in a way that where it would be coming into the game, so that's to be mindful of. So a world of animals, a highly requested feature for sure on all their media platforms, especially on Nolt and on I think I saw some requests on discussion page on Steam as well, that they want more animals, so we can hunt. So in the next update, we are having fishing, most likely. They're saying that it's a very useful mechanic for players who live in areas far away from duck habitats. Duck habitats are more so down in the south region of the map, and I haven't seen a lot of people go down there, to be honest, but then again, I might be wrong. Fishing will not be an inexhaustible resource, so it's possible to overfish. So this is important to note because much like wells fishing will be prone to be exhausted, I guess you could call it like that. Thinking of not and not of adding not only animals to hunt for food but hostile creatures as well. Interesting. There's speculation from part of players that these hostile creatures might be cannibals that have been kind of teased in a game. Are kind of teased in the game right now. There are survivor camps in the game, and there's a rock on one of the islands where if you stand for too long, you might hear some voices. Expanding your tactical capabilities. Personally, I'm not. I don't want to say that I'm not happy with this change. I mean, prone position has been one of the highest requested features for the game to come, but to me, it comes with a couple of cons, and that's being able to lay in tall grass and sniping from far away where you cannot see a person that because the render distance is 400 meters. Yes, I'm going back on word if Jackal or someone else is watching. I understand your. I took me a little bit to understand your point of view, so I'm voicing that right here. So from my position as an admin on Love's Bakery, I do see that not having a farther view than 400 meters might be a cause for concern. Although I will say that I have seen people sniping other people from more than 400 meters. So that's also to take into account. But I do see a point where this might be counterproductive. Prone will not be your only counterplay against snipers. In 0.6.0, they are planning to implement smokes, which we have seen in the previous blog post on Steam regarding what's work in progress at the studio. And plus, we will also have new weapons, NK417 and PP3000, which I'm really excited about because personally, in games, whenever there's 417 in the game, for example, World War III, which is another tactical shooter that I play, which unfortunately right now doesn't have a lot of content, at least for me for now. They're calling it M417, which is M416's bigger brother because it uses bigger bullets. With the addition of NK417, there's gonna be a new ammo type, which is 762 by 51, aka 308, and apparently it's gonna be rare. For those that have been following development for a while, you know that this means update 0.6.0 will be on public test server very soon with a full release following after. Speaking of weapons, they are planning to do a redesign of old weapons, which can be seen here and in the picture up above, because apparently they have better tools to redesign the weapons due to the fact that they are already doing new weapons like PP3000 and NK417. I guess we'll see how that looks. I'm not sure what weapons will be redesigned. Redesigned meaning just a refurbishment of how the weapon looks in the game, not complete overhaul of the weapon and how it works. And then they're planning to introduce a tutorial system. I already said, yeah, they're saying here to help players who are new to the game or genre get their bearing quickly without requiring them to find a guide elsewhere. So this might be useful depending on how it's made. I'm not going to go into further on this. Improvements to bases, expanding the functionality of bases. Okay, let's see. Is one of the most important features on the list. Many gameplay features of Deadside depend on player-made bases, rating, for example. But in order for these features to function correctly, we need to make it worthwhile for players to invest in their base. Currently, bases only provide a handful of features. True. The main use being storage. We also have the water collector, respawn markers, and the workbench to apply skins to items. Workbench also is used for... Wasn't it used for fixing weapons as well? I think. I haven't used workbench personally, so I'm not sure about what I'm saying here. Most of these features you can already have without making a base at all. You get free storage in the save strike zone, you can collect water at the wells, and craft respawn beacon for dynamic respawns. So we plan to add features that are unique to the base itself, making them more valuable and more detailed than before. We also plan to fix some problems and exploits affecting our current base building system. You will begin to see some of the fixes in the upcoming update, where we have prevented the creation of floating bases. There are other fixes that are right around corner as well, fixing other bugs and exploits, but they require more testing. In any case, we are aware of the problems with base building, and it is a priority for us to fix them as soon as possible, as soon as we are able to. So basically, they are not mentioning what unique features are coming to the base, so that can be left to the speculation only for now. Moving to the next section, they are mentioning land and sea vehicles. As we are already aware, we have swamp boats, or as I like to call them, they are airboats, because they propel on a big fan. All right, they are airboats. All right, or hoverboats, however you want to call it. All right. Anyway, regardless of that, they are also planning to add another boat, inflatable boat, which is a smaller, quieter type that is going to be apparently you'll be able to hide it as well. I'm hoping it's going to be faster too, and both boats will have storage compartment. Inflatable boat is going to have less storage space, and airboat or small boat will have more space depending on the size of that. I guess that remains to be seen. And that now they're mentioning also land vehicle here. Now, we already saw land vehicle in action on a GIF years prior on the release of the game. This isn't in the game yet, but is to come. When is it coming? I got no idea. We have already begun full development of wheeled vehicles, but we aren't exactly sure when this feature will be finished. There you go. They even say that. So we didn't want to include it in the final roadmap. Just to note, before anyone goes into comment section and tries to be like, oh, it's a roadmap, so they have to implement this. No, Deadside works in a different way. Roadmap is a type of a system where they want to show what they would like to implement into the game. But there's a disclaimer, not all the features that they are talking about here will make it into the game. They want them in the game, but it might not make it into the game. As in the previous blog post, 0.6.0 it will feature a lot of the features that they plan on implementing, but not all of them will be into the in the update. All right, so that's a disclaimer, at least from my knowledge anyway. New location and gameplay. So apparently we have asked for a new big city. That's for sure. We needed something even bigger than what we have now. So apparently they are willing to give this to us. Now, this new big city can be seen in development, as I've said at the start of the video. If you have a private server, you can do it upon yourself and teleport over there and see it in action, or on Love's Twitch channel. He in the first, I think it was the first stream of his on 0.5.0 update, he at the end showed us the city. I think I might be wrong. Regardless of that, I think that's pretty much it for this. They want also new missions, so because PvE events are a big part of Deadside, expanding the variety of events for players to complete will add more depth to the gameplay and provide more challenges for players to overcome. Personally, for this, I would hope there's some type of a story we could go through, like a type of a semi-single player where I don't know, you will be able to find out story or something on how Deadside came to be, or something like that. What happened? Why is it post-apocalyptic state? And yeah, things like that. We also plan to continue improving already existing PvE events this year, as well as the AI themselves. PvE and AI improvements are constant and complex process, as they are very resource intensive. So it is something we'll continue working on this year and into 2024. Now, I'm gonna say something that a lot of people are saying, and that is Deadside needs, and I'm emphasizing this, needs across the whole screen, new server host. That is a need. Alright, G-Portal unfortunately is not it. At least not in my own opinion. Alright, that is it. So we have come to a close on this topic. I don't have a script. Everything I just said is completely my own opinion and my own descriptions of what is here. So you can say whatever you want. If you come to the end of this video, thank you all so much for watching. I sincerely hope you enjoyed this type of content. If you haven't already, please do subscribe, and you can also like and comment down below to push this video through algorithms so it can be seen by other people. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, whenever that will be. Twitch server, god damn, on Lowe's